Laila de Lima at saka si Senador Tito Soto. Hindi po nila matanggap ang desisyon ng Korte Suprema na labag sa konstitusyon ang inaing impeachment laban kay BP Sara Duterte noong 2025. May reklamo po sila sa desisyon. Pakinggan po natin ang kanilang mga pahayag.
May paglihis ang Korte Suprema sa letra at diwang nasa saligang batas ukol sa pantay at magkahiwalay na kapangyarihan ng hudikatura at lehislatura. As the latest SC ruling closes several doctrinal loopholes in its original decision, the court also took the opportunity presented by the motion for reconsideration to restructure, refurbish, and refine novel doctrinal pronouncements via an addendum to the original ponentia. As such, this second decision appears to me as not merely a denial of the MR or an affirmation of the original decision. It reads like an altogether new decision, but with the same result. By redefining what constitutes the initiation of impeachment and by converting legislative inaction into a constitutionally operative act, the court has crossed from interpretation into legislation. It is judicial legislation, well-intentioned perhaps, but constitutionally infirm, because it straitjackets a co-equal branch through judicial overreach. The Supreme Court has not merely reviewed the House's compliance with clear constitutional commands, it has rewritten the operating manual for impeachment initiation. It has supplied new rules, new timelines, and new consequences that are nowhere found in the text. The effect is to discipline the procedure that the Constitution left for Congress to decide. This sets a very dangerous precedent that weakens separation of powers by transforming impeachment from a political safeguard into a judicially managed process, contrary to the design and spirit of the Constitution.
Ang nakikita ko na outright solution dito, which could not be called outright, palitan na natin konstitusyon. Baguhin na natin. Pagka ganyan, pagkatapos, marahil yung Constituent Assembly makakagalaw dyan or maghihintay tayo, decades. Bakit? Kailangan ma-retire na muna itong mga Supreme Court Justices na ito para magbago kaisipan. Kasi unanimous, wala man lang dissenting opinion, wala man lang opinion otherwise na meron sinabi na ganito, kaya ako bumoto, explanation, wala man lang eh. So nakakapagtaka eh. Baka nga it will take years, mga retirement, bago tayo sana makakilos at mailagay natin uli sa lugar sa konstitusyon na. Kung hindi nila ako, ayoko ng CONCON, ayoko ng Constituent Assembly, pero pagka ganyan ang usapan, payag na ako. Hindi lang yun. Baka madamay na yung economy pagka ganyan. At saka siguro merong isang provision sa Constitution na nagbibigay ng power sa Supreme Court na i-review lahat eh. I will not push, I will support. Sapagkat kung ang Supreme Court pwedeng galawin ng Constitution, dapat galawin na namin sapat kami ang empowered to do so.
The Supreme Court en banc denied with finality the motion for reconsideration filed by the House of Representatives, which sought to reverse the court's July 25, 2025 decision that declared the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara D. Duterte unconstitutional.
Yan, hindi talaga nila matanggap yung resulta, yung desisyon ng Korte Suprema na labag sa konstitusyon, yung impeachment na inain laban kay BP Sara Duterte. Lalong-lalo na to si De Lima, hindi talaga niya matanggap yung resulta na yung ginagawa nilang pag-impeach kay BP Sara Duterte ay labag sa batas. Labag. Kaya ano masasabi nyo dito mga kababayan sa dalawang ito na hindi nila matanggap ang desisyon ng Korte Suprema? Comment nyo lang po sa baba.